All right, great stuff from Bruce Feldman. Now, folks, I don't want to sound like a 5-alarm fire, but we have major seismic news. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged.
Do you want me to do the alarm? It's happening! It's happening!
So
I got two teenage girls at home.
Yeah, people are freaked. My wife just texted me about it. So Taylor Swift's, I guess, Instagram post, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married with a stick of dynamite. Congrats to the happy couple. Maybe we'll do a little more on this later in the show or the entire final hour. I don't know. We may have to bump a guest to bring on like a wedding plan. I don't know what the game plan is. There is no playbook for this. But maybe we'll get Colin to call in and offer his thoughts on the couple. Remember when people thought this was a hoax? They were like, oh, this is a fake relationship. Remember that nonsense?
Yeah, but, you know, real Swifties knew the truth.
They knew, yes.
Yeah.
By the way, you and your family, did you guys see Taylor Swift out here at SoFi?
Of course we did. I got two
too.
teenage daughters. Come on. This is like Target Demo Central.
I'm not going to lie. I know our audience is like 90% men, but I'm going to be real. I went to the concert. It was fire. It was amazing. The best concert I've ever seen.
I would say this for all the guys out there listening to this news. This is a reminder to shoot your shot, okay? Because Travis Kelce wanted to meet Taylor Swift. He thought she was pretty, obviously one of the smart, most successful women in the world, and went to the stadium during her concert to try to meet her. Didn't work out. So instead, he went on his own podcast and put out the call and just said into the air, I would like to go out with Taylor Swift. Taylor, please, I want to go out with you. And it worked. It worked, Jason.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot. It's never too long a shot.
Agree. So, by the way, Rachel, our staff is now saying that you are wearing Taylor Swift red, which you announced in the first hour.
I did.
And then they got engaged in the second hour. Do you know something? You want to tell us anything?
Nothing we're going to talk about on TV.
All right, coming up next, we'll just tear up the rest of the show and just do Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged. Everybody's excited. Everybody's fired up. And we'll probably talk about Micah Parsons, too, because this is a sports show. That's next.
So the Big Ten preseason media poll came out. Now, think about this. The best offensive player in college football is a Buckeye. The best defensive player, Caleb Downs, is a Buckeye. Their recruiting, once again, was through the roof. Their NIL money's through the roof. And Penn State was picked to win the Big Ten. This is one of those things, and it's going to be hard to stomach for a lot of people. The Big Ten is officially better than the SEC. It's not just that Ohio State won the Natty last year. It's that they humiliated Tennessee and dominated Texas. Texas scored 14 points. The year before, Alabama played Michigan when Michigan won the Natty. Alabama couldn't move the ball. But it should be noted, every national champion, every single one in the college football playoff era, every one has been ranked inside of the preseason top 6. And of the 6 preseason teams, highest ranked 3 are Big Ten teams. Last year, Ohio State lost to 2 Big Ten teams. They rolled 2 SEC teams. It's the eye test. I said this 3 years ago. Something's changing, and what's changing is money. Big Ten schools are bigger. They have more graduates. It's easier to raise money for NIL. You add in Phil Knight and the Nike money. You add in USC and the LA economy money. The Big Ten cities, LA, New York with Rutgers, Chicago Northwestern, Minneapolis, DC, Seattle. Big Ten money is Hollywood, tech, and financial centers. A lot of car dealerships in the SEC. Right now, the top spenders in college football, according to the On3 poll, 4 of the top 7 are Big Ten, and that's not changing. They're better. I mean, SEC, you had your run. I'll take the Big Ten.
Oh, the excitement is just through the roof here at Fox. Everybody's fired up. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce engaged. Unbelievable. Oh, people are saying like this is going to be the next royal wedding here. I mean, whenever they set the date. I got one of our guys here on the stage was like, I know who I'm not drafting in fantasy. Any guy who's ever been part of wedding planning knows it's kind of involved, and you can only do so much. Yeah, sure, whatever you want. I do need to ask. So, according to the Associated Press, Rachel,
yes,
They have been dating for 2 years.
Yes.
I don't know how personal you want to get, but before you were married, how long did you date the guy you ended up marrying?
I'm a little different. So I dated the guy I ended up marrying when I was a teenager at summer camp.
Whoa!
And then we didn't see each other for 10 years. And then he tracked me down and found me, and we dated for less than a year before we got engaged. So it's one of those things where because it worked out, it's incredibly romantic. And if it hadn't worked out, the tracking down would have been stalking.
Stalking,
so,
yeah,
well, you know, we'll never know.
I was about to say, so is he a official stalker or no?
I mean,
Was it
you know,
Facebook
he's
or what?
fantastic. And, you know, we've been married for 20-something years.
That's congratulations.
Thank you.
The whole like 2 years seems like a good, but I don't know if they've lived together. I know that the old school people are gonna be like, nope, can't live together. I highly recommend living together before you get married. I don't know if these two have. Gets a little. Do you want to share any insight onto that one or no, Rich?
I believe that they have lived in each other's homes, meaning.
Listen, a weekend is different than living together.
I don't think it's been a weekend. So they did. Did you listen to the 2-hour podcast, Jason?
No. My wife and daughter did. I
Yes.
was just like checking in from the other room watching Hunting Wives on low volume.
So, by the way, I can't believe you're looking down your nose at Taylor and Travis because you were watching Hunting Wives.
Yes,
but we'll get back to that. No, they were talking all about like what they do at home. She's really into baking sourdough at the moment. She has all these nicknames for her sourdoughs. That he does this around the house, she does that around the house, and to me, the most revelatory thing she said about the NFL and how much she's changed as a football fan, because of course, you know, there's been a lot of uproar about how much do they show her on the screen and why is she in my space and all of that stuff. She freely admits, she's like, when we started dating, I didn't know what a tight end was. And she made a joke that she thought the quarterbacks actually faced each other on the field, that all the players were out at the same time, which, I mean, you know, it's kind of good. It was in that Top Gun movie, right?
That's how we talk about
you do say
the quarterbacks battling, right? Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You said Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen versus whatever. Anyway, but she has become such a diehard that she said that she and Travis were in different places during the NFL draft a year ago, and that she started running through the house screaming, "We drafted Xavier Worthy!" And her friends who were over at the house were like, "Did someone body snatch you?" I mean, she's clearly into it, and they spend a lot of time together.
Before we get to her line, I'm sure you guys have seen the memes, but Travis Kelce has changed a lot in the last like 7 years. His look, he was like me. He had the 2 hoop earrings. He would wear like gold chains. And I saw a meme that I just started dying of laughter was Travis Kelce used to look like a guy who sold vape cartridges behind 7-Eleven, and now he's marrying the most famous person in the world.
Right.
And it's kind of funny. Anyways, all right, let's go to Rachel with the news.